She's someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old.
She's somebody I've been enamored with since I was 22 years of age. Why they make it sound like I'm still H-up on music. You likewise moving this evening, Drake's new tune may be a major plates to Rihanna, and pronto rough in the event that you didn't know Drake and Rihanna had a really lengthy hit or miss relationship. It's been no less than a long time since Drake and Rihanna, separated yet not over it, essentially that fans have finished up following the October 2nd arrival of the rapper new collection for every one of the canines. Yet what precisely did fans feel that Drake dissed Rihanna in his new track? That is the thing we will figure out in the present video. Obviously, before we go any further, ensure first that you buy into our channel and hit that warning chime for additional updates and recordings like this. Presently, we should make a plunge on a portion of the melodies, especially Dread of Level's audience members are persuaded that Drizzy goes after his Wizax, as well as her accomplice and father of her 2 children. Quickly rough, this comes a long time after Drake and REE ignited sentiment reports in 2009 and proceeded to date here and there before Rihanna told Vogue in 2018 that she and the Gods arranged performer don't have a fellowship presently yet. We're not foes either. His new melody, Dread of Levels, has fans believing everything unquestionably revolves around Rihanna and her new man, explicitly on the grounds that it is utilization of the word hostile, to which is one of our collection name. In the feeling of dread toward Level's introduction, for example, he more than once says the word anti, also known as the title of Ree's Bulletin 200-200 number 1 2016 collection. Then, at that point, in the wake of deploring how individuals make it sound like he's actually hung up on his ex Drake, happens to apparently diss rough with that man. He's still with you, he can't leave you, all take some time off, I'd bet it's Antilles. And yes, Barbados, Rihanna's nation of origin and successive place to get away, is situated in the Lesser Antilles in the Caribbean. That is not all, however, on the track Virginia Oceanside Drake spits making determinations like he earned a Parsons College education, or something I might have treated you better, that is insane, and who has a privileged degree from the Parsons School of Configuration. That is correct. Rihanna, in addition to on another late night, Drake appears to focus by, and by it quickly rough, I ain't pretty flacco, he raps gesturing to Ruff's moniker man. This stuff get truly rough, preferable him over me. B isn't me, I'm hostile to Vimont, definitely, and normal revie, sir, in any case, no doubt I'm Monty, 'cause I had it with Uoka. I'm on like your daddy's sister board, has contacted Rihanna and Ruff's reps for input, yet none as existing apart from everything else have been given. Obviously, Drake's evident Rihanna and Ruff disses has a ton of fans, started up the overall agreement being that the rich flex rapper necessities to simply continue on Drake dissed Rihanna in pronto. Ruff that main means one thing, it actually harms him enough to shame himself to the general population. Following 6 years, tweeted one pundit, I didn't think I'd at any point say this, yet Drake you slumped Rihanna. Last tended to her relationship with Drake in a 2018 Vogue interview, telling the power source we don't have a companionship presently, yet we're not foes. It is possible that what will be the reason they make it sound like I'm actually hung up on you. That would never be, no doubt. All can't destroy me, streak forward to now. And Rihanna has been with Ruff for a very long time. And they share 2 children, Rizzo 1 and Ma Bros, whom they invited in August. Rihanna, and as quickly as possible, are doing astounding, since inviting Maba source as of late told E.T. Rizza loves being an elder sibling, and they're all extremely blissful. Rihanna, and as quickly as possible, are perfect at focusing on revolt in Rizza. They have been making a point to cut out time for every kid, so the 2 of them feel unique and cherished. It possesses been an incredible energy for their family. Yet for those of you who may be asking why after so long Drake could in any case toss conceal on Rihanna, while the 2 have had a very muddled relationship, and those trims and stings may very well not be over for Drake yet. from hot joint efforts to public trips, Rihanna and Drake played with fans' feelings for a really long time, continually starting hypotheses concerning what the situation with the pair's strange relationship or companionship was. Obviously, from that point forward, Rihanna has happened to sincerely accomplice up with an alternate performer, Quickly Rough, with who she shares two youngsters 2 years before Rihanna declared the finish of their companionship remained on the 2016 MTV Video Music Grant stage to give Rihanna Video Vanguard grant and claim his adoration so that the vocalist for all the world could hear. So how did everything veer off track? How about we investigate Rihanna and Drake's set of experiences? Didn't know Drake and Rihanna had a really lengthy hit or miss relationship as they were both ascending to popularity. When Drake remained before the group at the 2016 MTV Video Music Grants, he started his discourse by discussing whenever he first at any point met Rihanna was shooting the music video for Pondre Play at a cafe in Toronto, and was acquainted with Drake, who played ambient sound at the eatery. As individuals had their supper history, has an approach to rehashing the same thing on the grounds that a similar chief ex who dealt with Rihanna's Lake Day Replay video likewise coordinated Drake and Rihanna's work video years after the fact. She's somebody I've been infatuated with since I was 22 years of age. Soon after Rihanna's extremely open parted from C.H.R. Brown in 2009, after Earthy Colored's attack of the vocalist, Page 6 detailed that Drake and Rihanna were spotted at Fortunate Strike in New York City. Sources let the power source know that Rihanna was making out with him the entire night. Rihanna came by Angie Martinez's public broadcast to examine her title snatching separation with Chris Brown and address the tales that she was dating then 90,210 star Tristan Wilds and Drake. Addressing Martinez, shut down the reports and uncovered that she enjoys sweltering and old, more established men, and demanded that she and Drake were still companions. Martinez kept on squeezing Rihanna about a potential close connection fermenting between the two specialists, yet Rihanna kept on denying there truly being a sentiment. In a meeting with the New York Times, Drake conceded that he felt objectified by Rihanna. I was a lake, Drake said. You understand how she was treating me. She was doing precisely exact thing I would have done to such countless ladies all through my life, which is show them quality time then. At that point, vanish I resembled. Wow, this feels horrible. Drake is Rihanna's cooperation on What's My Name hit #1 on the Bulletin Warm 100, igniting heartfelt tales. Their association appeared to fortify as Rihanna played out the melody at the 2011 Grammy Grants and gave a hot halftime show execution at the NBA Top Pick game. Soon after, in 2012, Timmons revealed that Drake and Chris Brown were engaged with a fight at a New York City club. As per the underlying report, the men started shouting at one another, and ultimately a container was tossed, yet Drake later denied being associated with the battle. Rihanna clearly wasn't feeling Drake during the 2012 MTV VMAs. When Drake won an honor for Best Hit Bounce Video, the group emitted with acclaim, yet Rihanna remained unbothered, and on second thought murmured something to her closest companion, Melissa, that many accepted was an affront to Drake anyway. After this, in 2015, Rihanna denied truly dating Drake. As per Rihanna's Vanity Fair, meeting the artist said her last authority sweetheart was Chris. Earthy Colored, it required the world a long investment to recuperate from the great video Rihanna and Drake released for their party nearby. Composed work cooperation, primarily on the grounds that the tune remained atop the blistering 100 for quite a long time. Following the hot video for Work, Rihanna lets Ellen know that she's actually single, yet the pair hot moving, while at the same time performing Work at the 2016 Brit Grants. And Ree's enemy of visits stop in Toronto heaped the bits of gossip about their supposed relationship fit as a fiddle applause. In August that very year, Drake purported his adoration for Rihanna and thought back about gathering the vocalist back When she was shooting the video for Lake Replay starts clearly began to fly after Drake's discourse as Auber were spotted out after the VMAs. And afterward, they kissed in front of an audience during Drake's Miami show. With regards to mold and style, she causes it to appear to be so easy. Except if until you attempt, and DIY, which is the point at which it gets, is the point at which it gets a little off-kilter Drake. And yet again sentiment apparently subsided to where it was abnormal for them to be in a room together. The pair wound up at a youngster's birthday celebration together months after Drake was supposed to date Jennifer Lopez in a video. Drake is situated on a seat, while Rhea is seen playing with a portion of the children 2 years after the fact. In a 2018 meeting with Vogue, Rihanna momentarily talked about her real relationship with Drake. Vogue writer Kina said Rhea jumped when Drake's name was raised. Holding up through that discourse was presumably the most awkward part I could do without such a large number of praises I could do without to be placed on impact. Rhea said Rihanna was gotten some information about the momentum status of her kinship with the Six God